Hey, so bad news, you did. Good news, I get to show you how to be a ghost. So you ran out into traffic to save that kid? That's amazing. You know what? I'm really proud of you. Really proud of you. Well, yeah, you can call me Deadman. Everybody does. And I want to welcome you to the spirit world. So what I want you to know is that you're a little on the dead side, and most of the time people go, wherever they're supposed to go, up, down, some places in between. That's normal. But you and me, we're kind of special. Sometimes when you die in a interesting way, kind of like you, kind of like me. I was an acrobat. Long story, don't worry about it. We come back as ghosts. So, what I want you to know is you're going to have a real special ability now. You can actually come back to Earth and you can possess people. Now, I know that sounds a little ghoulish, sounds a little creepy, understandable. But what I want you to know is that you can really use that for good and not for evil. You can use it to do a lot of good things. Take the other day. There was this mafia hit going on. So there's these three really tough mooks, and they are coming in to shoot up a joint. So what do? I hop into the first guy and I say, "Hey guys, you know what? I think we ought to just turn around and go back." And of course they say, "Are you crazy? We got a job to do. The boss told us to shoot up this place," and they're pulling out their guns. So what I do is I grab both the guns and I point them towards each other. And they say, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And they're fighting and they're struggling. And I jump out of that guy. I jump into the one on the right. And suddenly the one on the left, he pulls back. I use mine and I crack the guy in the middle, who I used to be, right on the head and knock him out. Now the guy on the left, he's leveling his gun at me and he's saying, "What are you doing? Are you going nuts?" I say, "I'm not going nuts. That guy was going nuts. Why do you think I hit him?" I jump out of him and into the other guy. And then that guy's all confused looking around like, "What's going on here?" And I say, "I'll show you what's going on." And crack, I hit that guy in the head, knock him out cold. Then I jump into the last guy again. And I walk in and say, "Excuse me, I'd like to turn myself into the police." Boom! Nobody gets hurt, and you just used your little ghost powers for good and not for evil. All right? Now, doesn't mean you can't have a little fun now and again. Maybe if somebody's out on a roller coaster, you want to feel what it's like, you hop inside, no harm, no foul. But I got to warn you, pal, you don't want to overdo this. What happens is you get a little lonely, you get a little bored, you jump into somebody. After a while, you kind of forget who you are in the first place. You get used to living their life. Suddenly days have gone by. And you realize you're still in this body. You feel terrible, you jump out, but guess what? That guy, he don't remember nothing. Or that girl, she don't even know why she's going on a date with this guy. Pretty awkward. So keep that on the down low. But I also want you to know that as a ghost, we can do a little bit more than we can possess, okay? We can kind of do a little thing called, well, I like to call poltergeisting. It's fun. Now, poltergeisting is when you get all worked up, you start throwing things every which way. Now, you're not literally throwing things every which way. That would be a big pain in the butt. What you're doing is you are actually creating so much psychic energy that it's whipping everything up into a frenzy and it's sending everything going this way and that. Okay? Really fun, but it's really draining. Okay? Because the only way that you can get up and get that mojo going is to just put your most fury and all those really big motions, and you just put them all in. And suddenly, the book starts to move, light turns on, window opens up. Before you know it, things are smashing all around, cutlery's flying around, little fish up on the wall starts, singing, here's a little song I wrote, just all kinds of craziness happens. It's really, really fun. If you need to do a big distraction, that's the way to do it. But I gotta warn you, for close to 24 hours afterwards, you are gonna be spent. You're gonna feel like you ran a marathon. And you're not gonna be able to do squat. You're not even gonna be able to possess anybody. So you wanna kind of keep that on just for special purposes. Now, if you need to move just one object, just one little object, you wanna push a book across the table, you wanna write your name in some flour, something like that. That is a little tricky. You gotta really focus. You gotta really focus. You gotta think about something you really care about. Something you care about more than anything else. All right, let's hear it. What's the name? Caroline? I'm sure she's amazing. Think about Caroline. Channel that energy. And that's gonna let you move just a little something, something. Little something here and there. Still gonna wipe you out, but nothing like poltergeisting, okay? But I also brought that up for another reason. I know you're thinking about Caroline. I know you're thinking about going back, trying to get your old life back. Hey buddy, you're dead. And dead is dead. Ain't no getting it back. I know I got a girl too. But she's gone. She's among the living, you're among the dead. It's just not gonna work out. So I'm telling you right now, get that in your head. Get that serious that you are gonna move on from here. So what I wanna do is I wanna take you on a few little test runs, all right? So, see that young lady over there? Yeah, the cute redhead, real cute. Go ahead and hop in her. Just hop on in. Whoop, right through her. Don't worry about it. Everybody does that the first time. You went right through her. That's totally normal. That happens. Okay, here's the thing. I did that on purpose. I'm just messing with you. It's okay. I wanted you to see. Here's the thing. If you want to hop into somebody, you got to start thinking like them. Thinking, what's her day like? What's she been doing? Does it look like her feet hurt? Does she seem happy? Does she seem sad? Kind of get a little empathy going on. That's going to give you just a little link. Going to give you a little link. So you're going to find, you're going to walk up to it and it's going to kind of click into place. Now, fair warning, when you first get into a body again, you're going to realize there's some biological things going on. Well, let me explain. You ain't breathing right now. You might think you're breathing because it feels like you're breathing, but you ain't. You're not breathing. So you jump in here, suddenly you realize you're pulling in oxygen. You're going to go, and suddenly you're going to forget how to breathe. It's going to take you a second. So the first time it's going to be a little weird. You don't want to try to do it with somebody that's not too visible. You don't want to freak everybody out. The other thing is there's some other really practical biological stuff, if you know what I mean. Here's the thing, is if she got to go to the bathroom and she's holding it in, you jump in, you ain't paying attention. Old Jed's a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere. So be ready to lock things down as soon as you hop in. Ain't nobody told me that the first time. It was pretty embarrassing for the poor guy. I felt really bad. I think he had a job interview. So again, when you get in, it's gonna feel really weird. There's a wind on your face, you're breathing, just being human again. It's gonna be really odd, but you can do it. All right, see this guy coming down. He's walking slow, he's by himself, he's looking at his phone. Don't drop that phone, okay? Think about the way he must feel. Looks like he's had a long day, looks like he's tired, looks like he just wants to get home. You know, You see that wedding ring? He wants to get home to his family. So we're not going to keep him long. Just turn around, match his pace, just kind of slide back in. Whew, there you go. Huh? Yes, you can see me because you are still technically a ghost even though you're possessing him. Remember, anything you say when you're him, everybody else is going to hear it. So let's get him pulled out to the paddy wagon, okay? Now, how does it feel? Pretty weird, huh? Yeah, it's a little steady. You forgot that gravity is a thing. But you're getting the hang of it. You're doing great. Now, go ahead and hop out. There you go. You see how he's a little confused? If you just do it for a few minutes, their brain, it's kind of like, the best way I can put it is you got a little optic nerve in the back of your eye. You know, at least you used to, so did I. And it's got like a blind spot there. And nobody sees the blind spot, it just covers it over. If you hop into a person for a few minutes, anything really definitely under an hour, they'll just kind of be confused and then they'll fill in the blanks. They'll just assume that everything was normal. Now, if you jump into somebody and you jump out and they're completely naked and they're running down Times Square, they won't fill that in. But if they're just, you know, back where they normally were, then it'll be fine. And that's normally what you want to do, all right? So, I need your help because I got a two-man job that's coming up. You and me, we got to get into a very secure place. Here's the thing. The two people both have to put the hand on the handprint at the same time. There's a crazy guy, goes by the name of Ra's al Ghul. He's trying to set off some nuclear bombs. So you and me, we're going to possess some of his goons. We're going to get in. We're going to disarm it so he can't do it. All right? So let's move me, get in there. We're going to disarm that. We're going to save the world. And then, for a treat, we'll possess a couple of people. And we'll get ice cream. Be a good time. All right? Let's get ready to get ghosted. Hey, you ain't dead. I'm glad. You know what? I'm really glad. I bet you're so happy that you ain't dead. You're going to want to subscribe to Roleplay Riot. Hit that little bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, so you'll know every time one of my new videos comes out. Or maybe check out the video now. Bet that's a good one too. But hey, see you in the spirit world.